It was the fall of 1975 that living in Hyde Park and going to my first job on the Eastern Shore of Maryland, I had heard that Marist College was building an athletic facility, and in the facility there would be a natatorium. I contacted Dr. Howard Goldman, the director of physical education and the athletic director of Marist College. And he hired me to be the first aquatic director and the first head men's swimming coach. That's all we had at the time, was one swimming and diving team. And it was co-ed. So for the first 5 years, we went through the club system and finally became a varsity sport. And at the same time, the college itself was transitioning from a Division III NCAA program into Division I. So that was between 1978 and 1980. And then finally in 1983, we had enough interest where we could divide the team into two and create a separate women's swimming and diving team from the men's swimming and diving team. That was 1983. I've been a head coach here of a varsity program for 40 years. This is my 40th season with the men's swimming and diving program. It's only the 15th season that I've been the head coach of the women's swimming and diving program.
What brought me to Poughkeepsie was my husband. We started our life here in 1983, and I started coaching at Vassar College, and I also did the club program here at Marist. In 1989, I changed and came over to Marist, and as soon as I came over to start coaching, I started teaching in the physical education department here. And for me, it was a dream come true because I could teach part-time and I could coach part-time, and it afforded me the availability to raise my 3 children.
They're very, very hard and constructive, but again, in a way that they want to help the swimmers and divers in the best way possible. They know what we're capable of. Their biggest thing, they've both been preaching it since our first day on campus, is they want to help us realize our full potential. They really preach, we want to be at the end of our 4 years the best that we can possibly be.
It feels great to be an alum and know that that's the success they've still had after all this time. I think their dynamic together is just really powerful. They can bring a lot of success with students who don't even have a lot of experience in the collegiate world, so I think that together they make a very powerful team.
When I first came here and saw what a great facility this was, and knowing that I could teach and coach here, and meeting Coach Van Wagner, and knowing that we had similar goals. Our goals are to maximize each student's potential. I always feel that that's my job as a coach, to make each athlete be the best they can be. And if I get a committed student to come to Marist, then their academics are important, but their athletics are important. So for us to have our 400th win together at Loyola was very, very special.
I probably didn't realize the potential that Marist College had athletically at the time because we were Division III. Our student population was about 1/3 of its present size. The athletic department was almost 1/3 of its present size in terms of varsity sports and also in terms of staff. But the college evolved immensely. I think that's what kept me here, because I saw the growth in the institution, and along with that, running parallel to that growth, was the success of the swimming and diving programs at Marist.